Hello everybody, hope you're doing well. Welcome to a Saturday video. Very important, very amazing. I've put together a little spreadsheet, linked in the description, which will be like a August pack of things going on in the community. There's some stuff that I'm working on, the legendary events, some prep tips, but I want to go over the spreadsheet, which looks a little bit like this, and all the different areas you can grind out resources and stuff. I'm taking all information from the spreadsheet, the information I got from Kabam, especially what's going to be kind of like launched. And you probably read some of this on the forum. But in a nutshell, we want to know the totals. We want to know like what we're taking home. A lot of this will be taken into consideration those that are Cavalier and upwards, and also there'll be separate things like the Thronebreaker objectives / Paragon objectives that give you tier 6 basic and tier 3 alpha fragments. It does take into consideration things like, you know, the Gatekeeper crystal shards, the solo event that gives those particular shards, some of the calendars that you get, and also the amazing addition of the legendary calendar and what that really bumps up this month to give it extra spice. Not forgetting, not by means least, that's the wrong English, Richard, whatever, the 6-star shards that you get from the arena, which has been confirmed for 6-star ones, but hasn't been confirmed for 5-star, so we'll assume that it's going to be 10,000 5-star shards, but it could be more. Let's rejoice and go with that particular positive nature. In any case, the spreadsheet we're going to be reading off of is going to be in the description down below. If you do want to check it out, it will be in a Google Drive, and it will be updated from time to time with extra little bits of info and stuff. The first tab is all about rewards breakdown. Well, we're going to go over the second tab in a minute. That's got more the kind of like just like a quick like how the rewards are kind of like distributed out in a kind of very short kind of like frame in a second. But there's some things to kind of like point out and mention. Halls of Healing, Halls of Gold, Halls of Fortune, just below me at the moment, is it's going to be, you know, great. Just go do it, go grind it, go grab it. And also the tier Thronebreaker and Paragon adds up to 9k tier 3 alpha fragments. Tier 6 basic fragments is 11,400. It's unchanged since July, so that's still good to see these particular things, and it's certainly more than previous months. Solo event. Now that one's all about getting the shards, the Gatekeeper shards. 2k is on offer for the 8 milestone, and 8 milestones you do, but there could be 5 rotations of that particular solo event, which is kind of hinted in some of the documentation that I've read, especially like right at the top. It says that, you know, the various different weeks, so I assume that the weeks in rotation will be allocated to these particular ones right here. I'm assuming that is to be the case, but I just don't know. In any case, moving on. This is the big kind of like framework right here of rewards and things and how they break down. There's a lot of events going on this month, which is good for the breakdown of what you get back from it, and it is a great opportunity for certain players to get back some really nice stuff. 6-star shards in the legendary event, 6,500 is guaranteed, plus a selector which could give 3,000 extra shards, plus 1,500 by doing epic. And based on the terminology of some of the breakdowns, it does look like you can do all of the difficulties, which is fantastic, especially for getting Gatekeeper shards and topping that up. Plus the arena giving 10k can give 18,000 right off the bat. You then plus that to the 3k from the 6-star shards that you get from the selector, and you're already in a really kind of like strong position for take home already, which is, you know, again, fantastic news. There's good news in shape and form of gold. There's a good amount of gold this month. A mythic crystal, which you can get from the legendary calendar. Lots of little additions here and there, which really, as I said, beef things up. More tier 2 alpha, more tier 5 basic fragments. More so for those that are Cavalier and upwards are going to see some great benefits of items, spice and rewards, which is going to give them a very much happy day. And that's what we want to see this month. And the shards add up for those that want to give the Gatekeeper crystal shards a try. Those particular crystal shards will give some, like, you know, nice enough champions. There's some fun ones there. There's Dr. Voodoo, Gwenpool, She-Hulk, Sorcerer Supreme. There's... I'm just trying to find something else that's good. I mean, look, there's a lot of things to avoid, but there's some, you know, bang average champions. Scorpion of Blackwood of Deadly Origin, 2 6-star I really would like to get, and I really hope they are 2,000 increment crystals, which it's not really said there, but I hope Kabam kind of confirm that down the line. The calendar, the Legend Celebration calendar, is the thing, as I said, that beef things up, adding in things like Mythic Crystal and 2 5-star crystals, which again kind of make you feel like, yes, this is good. Fully formed tier 2 alpha catalyst, and we've got tier 5 basic fragments coming out of there, as well as tier 2 alpha. So there's some nice stuff kind of dotted in there. Legendary crystals, which I don't think are going to be the legendary crystals that are the ones you get from the logging ones, the logging legendaries. Those are super spicy, and I love getting them because of the units. The potions, the boosts, revives, energy refills, you know, they've got the greatest stuff in there. Doesn't seem to be saying anything about mythic shards this time, which is a bit of a disappointment, but at the same time, you get a mythic crystal from day 5. So that's for Cavalier and upwards, by the way. So that's positive news. And let's now finish off by going over the final totals. I did do a few changes as this video is being recorded, so anything that you see now is the kind of like correct totals, and also when you see the spreadsheet, like the numbers will kind of be correct. I had to make a few changes because I got something with some sums wrong. But tier 6 basic fragments and tier 3 alpha fragments, they're the same as July, they're fine. 6-star shards, if you do, and this is for Cavalier and upwards, if you choose the 3k from the selector, you do the arena and also the quests in epic and in legendary, 2,100 shards, 6-star shards. That's great. It's great news to see that. It's definitely a bump up from last time. But yes, the arena is a bit of a slog of a grind. 6-star signature stone crystals, 10. Cavalier get 5, and Paragon and Thronebreaker players get 10. 5-star shards, based on the 5-star crystal you get, and and like some other stuff based on the selector as well, choice that you get an epic. 60,000 5-star shards. That's a large amount. That's pretty nice. 5-star nexus, however, you get that, and it could be a case that it's actually like 70k right there. 70k's worth of 5-star shards. Technically, but technically not. It's up to you how you want to kind of do that. Mythic crystal, maybe a slight chance at 6-star. If not, it's going to retain as a 5-star. 26,000 shards and gatekeeper shards. So could mean that if it's if it's going to be, is it going to be 13 of the Cavalier shards, the Cavalier crystals that you get at 2,000 a piece, or is it going to be less than that? That's going to be the big question. Like, yeah, that could be a bit of a problem, but I don't know. I don't know if that's going to be the case. 15% worth of a tier 5 class catalyst, is the same as July. Tier 2 alpha with the Legends calendar, Cavalier and upwards, 5. Do bear in mind when I say Cavalier and upwards, I mean like the progression title. You will still have to grind out all the difficulties of the side quests, which are notes at the top there saying that. Just below 2.5 million gold is available for players, which is a nice amount to be available, but in the current meta of things, when you're trying to level up 6 stars, is it really enough? And rank them up, is it really enough? That's the question. 5-star signature stones / crystals, 71. I think it's a slight drop from last month, which was at 79, but still was a good chunk for anybody kind of like looking to have those things. So it's interesting enough. So yeah, next month does look relatively good. Going to try and make some more content. I've got an extra tab which is down here, which is about the legendary event, which I'm going to do a prep video, which should be Sunday's video. Some grind tips about prepping for it, and then we're going to do some event guide at a later date. So legendary event prep, and then there's going to be a guide, because you need to kind of like start thinking about prepping now, especially with time. Time is the biggest factor with MCOC, with a lot of stuff with this coming out. You'll need a timer, like an alarm clock for the 7-hour logging calendar for what it gives back, and also setting up a pickup and grind, a pickup process for it. Also preparation for things like the trade-in store, and where you can go and get some of the potions and stuff now in order to like prepare, and also like the extent of limit that you can trade off. That's going to be very important as well. So there's a lot of things I want to break down for this event in order to prepare you, and also do an event guide when it comes out. The same way that we've also got the halls of healing, halls of gold and stuff like that as well. So looking forward to that. Solo events and other events as well. It's actually pretty cool. I'm looking forward to this month, but it could be kind of grindy, so I don't know. It may be something that deters a few players. But in any case, looking forward to next month. That has been your side quest total video for this month, and we'll see you next month. But yeah, see you in the next video in any case. But do make sure to check out some other content, especially keep caught up with what's going down with all the things that I've posted by checking out some of the links in the description down below and on screen and stuff like that. And check out the spreadsheet, and I'll see you very soon. Bye bye.